October 14th, 1986, 2:47 a.m. Pripyat, Ukrainian USSR. The streets are empty, not the emptiness of a sleeping city. Something different. 49,360 people lived here yesterday. They ate breakfast, argued over small things, sent their children to school, fed pigeons near the fountain in the central square. Tonight, every single one of them is gone. The buses came in the early hours of the morning. 136 buses, lined up along Lenin Avenue like a funeral procession that forgot its own purpose. The residents were told to pack for 3 days, take documents, take food for the road, leave everything else. They believed it. Most of them never came back. Pripyat was not the first. It was not the last. It was simply the most photographed, the one the world was eventually allowed to see. But scattered across the former Soviet Union, across the industrial wastelands of Cold War America, across the contaminated coastlines of China and the irradiated plains of Kazakhstan, there are dozens of cities that the world was never shown. Cities that do not appear on standard maps. Cities whose names were reclassified, redacted, or simply erased from official records by bureaucrats following orders from men in rooms with no windows. The Soviet closed city program, known internally as the Zato system, created over 40 settlements that officially did not exist. Chelyabinsk, 65. Krasnoyarsk, 26. Sverdlovsk, 44. The number suffix was not an address. It was a code, a way of naming a place without acknowledging that the place was real. The people who lived inside these zones could not tell their relatives where they worked, could not receive mail at a real address. When they died, their death certificates listed fictional towns. Their children grew up understanding, without being told explicitly, that the world outside their fence was a different country, one they might never fully belong to. In 1957, at a facility near the city now known as Ozyorsk, a cooling system failed inside a nuclear waste storage tank. The explosion that followed, later designated the Kishtim disaster, released radiation across hundreds of square kilometers of the southern Ural Mountains. Moscow did not announce it. The villages in the contamination zone were evacuated quietly, their names struck from regional maps. The evacuees were not told what had happened to them. Some were not told for decades. A few were never told at all. The land they had farmed for generations was reclassified as a nature reserve. Today, parts of it still register radiation levels that make extended human presence dangerous. The nature reserve remains. The villages do not.